निर्विशेष शून्यवादी असत्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हाँ एक पॉइंट प्लानिंग उठा रहे हैं तो काम बेटे 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 के काम करते हैं आप लोग है ना वो थोड़ा ज्यादा डिसाइड करें तब तक मैं देखता हूँ के अंदर नहीं नहीं आप खुद ऑनलाइन वॉइस प्लानिंग चलेगा हाँ वॉइस हाँ डिसाइड करते हैं तो दो तीन डिसाइड करो तब तक मैं देखूंगा क्या है अंदर हाँ चलो नंबर क्या है 12 12 7 3 12 उनके रखा है इसमें हाँ जस्ट ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैशिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. So we are going to read from Canto 7, Chapter 3, verse number 12. So let us recite this verse. Iti sushuma nirbandham tapa parama astita viditsva anantaram yuktam swayam te bhuvaneshwara. Iti sushuma nirbandham tapa parama astita viditsvanantaram yuktam स्वयं त्रिभुवनेश्वर इति सुषुमा निर्बन्ध तपः परम आस्थिता विदित्स्वा अनन्तरं युक्तं स्वयं त्रिभुवनेश्वर. So let us recite word by word meaning. Iti, in this way, Sushma, we have heard. Nirbandham, strong determination. Tapa, austerity. Paramam, very severe. Astita is situated in Viditswa, please take steps. Anantaram, as soon as possible. Yuktam, befitting. Swayam, yourself. Tribhuvana Ishvara, O master of the three worlds. Translation by Zidane Case, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada. O Lord, we have heard from reliable sources that in order to obtain your post, Hiranyakashipu is now engaged in severe austerity. You are the master of the three worlds. Please, without delay, take whatever steps you deem appropriate. Purport. In the material world, a servant is provided for by the master, but is always planning how to capture the master's post. There have been many instances in in history, especially in India during the Mohammedan rule. Many servants, by plan and devices, took over the posts of their masters. It is learned from Chaitanya literature that one big zamindar, Subuddhi Rai, kept a Mohammedan boy as a servant. Of course, he treated the boy as his own child, and sometimes when the boy would steal something, the master would chastise him by striking him with a cane. There was a mark on the boy's back from this chastisement. Later, after the boy had by crooked means become Hussein Shah, Nawab of Bengal, one day his wife saw the mark on his back and inquired about it. The Nawab replied that in his childhood he had been a servant of Subudhurai who had punished him because of some mischievous activities. Upon hearing this, the Nawab's wife immediately became agitated and requested her husband to kill Subudhurai. Nawab Hussain Shah, of course, was very grateful to Subudhurai and therefore refused to kill him. But when his wife requested him to turn Subudhurai into a Mohammedan, the Nawab agreed. Taking some water from his water pot, he sprinkled it upon Subudhurai and declared that Subudhurai had now become a Mohammedan. The point is that this Nawab had been an ordinary menial servant of Subudhurai, but was somehow or other able to occupy the supreme post of Nawab of Bengal. This is the material world. Everyone is trying to become the master through various devices. Although everyone is the servant of his senses. Following this system, a living entity, although servant of his senses, tries to become master of the whole universe. Hiranyakashipu was a typical example of this, and Brahma was informed by the demigods of his intentions. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सरललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So, we are in chapter 3. So, in Canto 3, this episode comes where uh, Hiranyaksha has been killed, and there we saw that the earth was submerged in the Garbhodak ocean, and Varahadev comes and lifts the earth. So at that point of time, one side of the story was told of how Varahadev lifted and how all the inhabitants came again. The another side of the part, that is how Hiranyaksha was killed and what happened to that family, was not told at that point of time. So the same story now continues in the seventh canto, where the another part where Hiranyaksha is being killed and what happens to his family is being told from seventh canto. So this canto starts with very important question: is Vishnu partial to demigods? So this is an important question which so many times people ask. Sometimes people say that in spite of doing so much bhakti, Vishnu does not reciprocate or Krishna does not reciprocate, and the bhaktas have to suffer so much. On the other side, sometimes people say that even if one is not a bhakta, still Krishna is giving so much opulence. On so both the sides, people say that Krishna is partial, but in and for that this story starts, and then Hiranyakashipu, he says that this time Hiranyaksha is being killed because Vishnu took the sides of demigod. And then very important philosophy comes in the this chapter. And before that also, Narad Muni describes the story of Jay and Vijay, how they uh, came from the spiritual world, the same which continues from third canto. That how once four Kumaras came to the gate and Jai Vijay being cursed, and they came down as a Jai, Hinaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And then uh, afterward, what happens is Hiranyakashipu is killed, and Hiranyakashipu is filled with rage. And first of all, what he does, he tells that destroy the Vedic culture, destroy the Brahmanas, the Yagyas, and the Kshatriyas. And he gives so many instructions. And then Prabhupada in the second chapter, various places he gives so many instructions of how if the cows are killed, if the Brahmanas, the sacrifice has been stopped, and Kshatriyas do not rule properly, then the whole world is ruined. The whole system is ruined. So the whole system was made in a way where everybody would make spiritual progress and go back to God. So this system is every time being stopped. And here also, it is told how demonic people is stopping this. And again, Prabhupada, so many purports says how Vishnu is impartial, how Krishna is impartial. He says, Samoham Sarva Bhutanam. The verse is again and again repeated. And then Hiranyakashipu takes so many vows. He says, I will behead diplomatic Vishnu. And meanwhile, you destroy all the people, and Vishnu is the root, so let us destroy the root of everything. In this way, he starts destroying places. And he starts prosecuting, sets fire, and then people are disturbed. People are so much disturbed that they ultimately give up the Vedic culture. And here, Hiranyakashipu speaks a very good philosophy. So demons also know philosophy, and Devatas also know. The only difference is demons do not follow what they speak, whereas Devatas follow. So here Hiranyakashipu speaks a very good philosophy that do not lament on a hero's death. So the brother is killed, do not lament on that. And separation is inevitable. So there is give an example of how if there is a hotel, some travelers meet and then go away. And then Prabhupada gives another examples of how the straw, when they go in the river, they meet and again they'll get separated. And like this, he gives too many examples. And then the quality of soul is given, how it is eternal, inexhaustible, and free and all. And then he says what are the cause of entanglement and everything. And then he tells about the how because of misidentification with the body we are suffering. And here he narrates a very historical incident of Suyagya, an old history. And he tells that how this king was being killed by his enemy, and it was evening. It was time for his funeral rites, but the queens would not allow the funeral rites to happen. And therefore, Yamraj comes there in a form of a boy and tells the philosophy of body and soul, which we saw in chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, that how we are not this body but spirit soul. And there he tells that the soul is separate from the body and the actual person is invisible. And the soul and super soul, how they are there in the same body. And then he says that bondage and misery is there because we identify ourselves with this body. And then further he gives another story of Kulinga birds, how a hunter captures the Kulinga birds and how the male Kulinga bird is then lamenting. And afterwards, Yamaraj concludes that you are foolish woman, even if you lament for 500 years, the body will not come back. And then they are all enlightened. And in this way, uh, Hiranyakashipu makes his family, all the sons of Hinaksha and the wife of Hinaksha and the mother, they all make him peaceful, and they all then continue their life. But then the twist happens here. Hiranyakashipu, even he told all this philosophy that the body is perishable, it is cannot be saved, and the people come and go. The next chapter, this third chapter, what he does, he desires to be unconquerable. He desires to be free from old age. He desires to be deathless, without rival, and the king of Antino, that is Eka Rajan. So this is the context of what is philosophy being told and what he does. So in our life also, majority of times what we tell and what we practice, there are gulfs apart. And that is the reason why most people don't become devotees. They say that Prabhuji, you said like this, but you are doing like this. Sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. But this is a major cause of why somebody is deprived of devotional service. So devotional service people will take if they see right examples. And here also, if we see Hiranyakashipu told all the philosophy, but didn't give a right example that how it should be applied. And then he did several austerities. So to become immortal. But he lived how many years? 5 years. Because Prahlad Maharaj was 5 years when all this happened and he died. So after doing austerities of 100 of years, he lived for 5 years. And therefore our acharyas, what does they tell? Better in austerity is Trinadapi Sunichena Taroreva Savishnu Amanina Mandina Ketan Sari. So I was searching about this Trinad. What is Trinad? What is this grass? Because his name is Radhanath Maharaj in last 10 years of his, previous 10 years of his classes, every day, every class, this shloka would be there. That one should be like grass, one should be like Trinad. So interestingly, I was searching and some references I found that uh, this grass is considered very auspicious. So when Nimai was born, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, that time also the ladies, especially wife of Advaita Acharya, this Sita Thakurani, she gave grass and all the things as a kusha grass and everything as auspicious thing. So this grass is considered very auspicious, and therefore in our abhishek and all we use this kusha grass is one of the item. And this grass is very powerful. Actually, we think this grass is useless and we step on it, but grass is very powerful. Why? See, once upon a time, we know the story of Jayanta. So there's another story told by one of the acharyas that it was not Jayanta who struck the beast of Sita. There was one of the asuras who came to the crows and told that, "Give me shelter in your eyes, or in your eyes." So the crows told, "Okay, what will he get?" So the asura told that, "You will get long, long life if you give me the shelter." And that point of time, the crows, being unintelligent, accepted. And that asura was living at I. And afterwards, the same happened that struck the beast of Sita Mata. And then Sita Mata, what she did, she took the hand of Ram and put upon her body so that Ram would not do anything to crow. So what did Ram do? With his other hand, he picked up a grass, trin, which is not important. And with that grass, he made it a Brahmastra. So this is how a grass is very powerful. This is how, what is the function of grass? And this Brahmastra was after Jayanta. And then we know one eye was lost. So that time, why one eye was lost of all the crows? Because this demon had this powerful siddhi that if one of the crows is gone, he'll take shelter of another crow. And even now it is gone, then another future he may take shelter of eyes of the crow. So all the crows' eye is gone, so that he may not come and take shelter. So this is how Trin is powerful. Another incident we saw in Bhagavatam out Rom Harshana Sutta. We know that he was a very good Bhagavata speaker. He knew all the philosophy, and but because he was not humble like a grass, he was not like humble like a tina. So when Balramji came, what did he do? What did he do? He did nothing. Sometimes inaction is more dangerous than action. He did nothing, and he didn't wake up and offer obeisance, even with eyes or with hands. No gesture was shown to Balramji. And Balramji, what did he do? Took one grass and killed Romanujan Sutta. So this is how grass is so powerful. So with one grass, he killed a Bhagavad speaker who could deliver thousands and thousands of people by the Krishna Katha. That person was gone. So this is how the grass is so powerful. And the grass never ever protests, but it's different from depression. See, there is somebody who is low, has low self-esteem. He will also always bow down. Oh, I am your servant. Let me put on legs. Why? Because it's a very low self-esteem. But Trinad or humility doesn't mean low self-esteem. See, after somebody puts his feet on the grass again comes up. It will not stay down only. It will again come up. And even if there is a flood, the trees may fall, but the grass is so strong it will remain. And therefore, humble like a grass means one who can tolerate all the circumstances and stay alive in bhakti among all the circumstances of sukha, dukha, mana, apmana, heat, cold, and so many things which goes on in our life, which are all a bodily concept. And also, one another energy comes of this grass. Sometimes we see in the rainy season, what happens is a path is not transversed by the path is there, but nobody goes. What happens? The grass grows, and therefore the analogy is given. If you don't study scriptures, what will happen? The knowledge will be wiped away because of the grass which are coming up. So as soon as the opportunity one gets, the grass is the one which is easiest to grow, and it can grow anywhere. Others we have to plant. See, if you want this mango, we have to plant the mango seed. There is no planting required for grass. Grass comes on its own. Anywhere where is this place, it comes. One time I saw there was one lock, and the lock was rusted. In that, one stem of grass came out. And another place there is called that the karmis, when they go to Swarga, after they do their punya karmas and all, and they enjoy the Swarga. So after all the things being over, what happens is they come back in the material world in the form of grass. So take birth in the form of grass, and then again their life continues. Again they will do some karma and all, and then again go to Swarga, come back, and this is the life how it goes. So this is also analogy with this is how grass comes. Again, there is this example, famous example, how people meet. So this we already told that two people meet. So Prabhupada gives this example how in the river, the straw grass. See, big people will die, drawn away, they are heavy weight. But this grass, it floats very easily on the water. And after it floats, it can sometimes it meets and again it gets disturbed and goes away. So the analogy is given of how people in this life meet, and after meeting for some time, then again they are dispersed. So we have choices in our life. Either we do lot of austerity and have a lot of power, and then again we become humble like a grass. So Hanuman was also powerful, but he was like humble like a glass also. When the time came, he did lot of services for Ramji, but at the same time was so humble that he used to uh, do the needful. So once uh, Agni Dev was coming on side, and Krishna Arjun was coming on the other side. And Agni Dev had grown so much beard, long beard, nails were gone, was very weak and everything. And then Krishna asked Arjuna, "Who is this person?" Arjuna said, "How do I know?" Then Krishna, "Let us ask this person." So they go to the Agni Dev and ask, "Who are you?" Then Agni Dev tells that, "Oh, I am Agni Dev." Then Krishna said, "How is this your position?" Said, "Because of so many yagyas, one of the king did, he poured lot of ghee in the yagya. It is undigested. So this is my position. I am now weak and I have not been able to digest. Then why don't you burn and digest? Because Agni, if you want, if it burns, it can digest everything." He said, "No, I want to burn this Khandov forest, but whenever I start, this Indradev puts on the rain. And what happens is, I cannot digest this. So can you help me?" So Krishna says, "I have taken a vow. No, Shastra, I cannot help you. Ask Arjuna. He can help." Arjuna says, "What can I do? No arrows and no nothing. So if you can help me give a rath and one arrows and quivers, then we can do something for you." Then Agni agrees, and that the same rath was used for Mahabharata youth and the quiver and the arrows and all. So then there is a battle which starts, and Arjun's main target is that no animal should be out of this Khandopras. Everybody should be killed. And now we may think that we are all vegetarians and how Agni Dev can digest even animals and he'll have no karma. So here, uh, after some time, Indra comes to know that is what is happening. He also starts pouring rain. So Arjun has to again do one more thing. He has to stop this rain. So here what happens is Krishna calls Sudarshan Chakra and tells that what is your job? Your job is to provide light because it's pitch dark, it's raining above from above. Here it's all khando porous, and from here all the battles are coming. We don't know where it's coming. So what you do is give light. The chakra said, "I can kill everybody. I can do the job. You just tell me." Krishna says, "Arjun is the hero. You just provide light." So Chakra says, "Okay." So this is how Chakra, in spite of having the power, being very humble, just gives light. Similarly, we see Hanumanji. He alone could have killed the whole army in Mahabharata. But what he does, he's just in the flag and he's just roaring. With whom? Whenever Bhima roars, he also roars and the voice again joins them. So just by being humbling himself and doing this menial job, they please Krishna. They please Ramji. And here, Hiranyakashipu, after doing austerity for hundreds of years, could not please anybody. Even he could not please Lord Brahma. And by forcefully had brought Brahma here to give the boons of immortality. And Brahma told that I have never given these boons to anybody. but his lifespan was only 5 years. Whereas Hanumanji is still glorified now. Nobody glorifies Hiranyakashipu. People may put the name on Hanuman, Hanuman Podarji and Hanuman Sumris, but nobody put Hiranyakashipu, his son name. So a grass trained humility is more powerful than lot of austerities in life. Humility can conquer many people, but austerity tapasya cannot conquer even simplest person. And therefore, here we see that Hiranyakashipu's plan to become immortal failed. But Prahlad, being a devotee of Krishna, became immortal in the books of Bhagavatam. And therefore, we are here studying Bhagavatam and reciting shlokas. So thank you very much. So this was the only thing we want to discuss. Thank you much for your patience. Already we are 9:06 about the time. So Hare Krishna. Let us be humble like a blade of grass and chant always Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So if there are any feedbacks, any comments, any questions, any observations, any thing we can take, or otherwise we can depart. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. सब आपका कमाल है, आपको देख के ही सब हो गया. Yes, yes. I know. Thank you. आपने इनके का भाव लेके क्लास आसन पे बैठ गए. क्या होता है?